I want to go on. Can y'all hear me on this? Yeah, y'all can hear me. What's good? Trying to bring this down a little bit. Hopefully it works. You can see me. What's good, family? I'm waiting on my appointment, but we're gonna go in on the subject. Yes, and it's important. Some people are like, well, I don't practice Ramadan, so I don't know why he's talking to us about this. Because you don't think like a leader. You think like a follower, a 14th Amendment second class citizen who is doomed to be a stand-in the metaverse. What if they turn you into that in the future? You're just like a side character for Facebook or Apple or Google, whoever is running their metaverse program. Yo, let's do it like this then. Let's do it like this. I'm going to show you how important this is. I'm going to break it down real quick. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I cut my own hair. Nah, I cut my own hair. I'm just getting these joints twisted up. I'm locking them up again. I've been cutting my own hair. I've been cutting my own hair since I was 12. But the top is growing. So I got to get my sister to come twist these joints up for me. But look, it's Ramadan. We put out the challenge every year for the last 12 years straight. Nah, one, and y'all know I've been known in this community, so I don't care. I'm not a part of y'all conscious community. I've been saying that for a long time, but I'm around it. I'm not a part of y'all Islamic ummas, but I've been around them. I'm not a part of the various ministers who follow the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, but I've been around, and I'm challenging y'all. Here's the issue. You have millions, not hundreds, not thousands, millions of African American Muslims in the vicinity that we're in. And if you go across to Africa, the number just goes up, 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 up. And they are all Arab slaves. Every last one of them is an Arab slave. I don't care if they wear a bow tie. I don't care if they got a turban on. I don't care if they got a fez on. All of y'all are Arab slaves. Every last one of y'all who follow anything that they tell y'all to do, and y'all following not anything, but everything they telling y'all to do. Y'all follow in the Moorish Science Temple of America, y'all follow the Ramadan of the Arabs. Y'all follow the Shahada of the Arabs. Y'all follow everything that the Arabs told y'all to do. In the Nation of Islam, under Minister Louis Farrakhan, y'all follow everything the Arabs tell y'all to do. I was even having a conversation. No, it wasn't a conversation. It was a Facebook post. It was Brother Fareed. He made the post, and I don't know who he was talking to, but he said that the brother said that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad's way of practicing Ramadan has served its purpose. Where did he get that from? We don't know if that's his own words. We don't know if that he heard that from the minister. We don't know if he heard that from his local minister. We don't know. He said it has served its purpose, which means now we can go over and be with the rest of the Muslims and do the real Ramadan. Meanwhile, this book right here, volumes 1 and 2, been out 12 years. 12 years. I sell that book to people in Africa. I sell that book to people in Europe. I sell that book all throughout the United States of America. Everywhere. And every Muslim, not one, almost every that I'm aware of that gets the physical copy specifically, contacts me and says, brother, you saved my life. You saved my life. This has everything to do with Africa. It has everything to do with America. And some of the Aboriginal people say, why are you mixing in that Muslim stuff, that Moorish stuff with the Aboriginal stuff? Because they were here. They were here. Mating, built physical schools and curriculums with our Aboriginal ancestors. Made treaties, did treaties to protect us against Europeans. We have, for the most part, a dual bloodline, and what you have to recognize is your identity, your, meaning African Americans, and globally, but specifically here, your identity is, it cannot be revealed. And as soon as it gets revealed, there's a problem. There's a problem. And we in honor are the closest, based on all the research we've been doing since we've been interacting with these people. We are the closest to the reality, based on DNA, based on history, based on written primary records, based on everything that you could think of, based on oral tradition, based on everything that you could think of. We are the closest to identifying most of our people. So when we say Muhammad, in the title, I said Muhammad is not an Arab. In the Quran, the Arabs are the enemies of the Nabi, the Rasul. They are the enemies. And he identifies himself with two other groups, two other bloodlines. And they formed a clan, a political clan, to deal with their desire to go back into their ancient records and bring back ancient wisdom. So everything that they have taught you in the way that they have taught you is absolutely incorrect. Everything. I can prove it. That's why I brought my books in here. If you think that you can disprove what I'm saying, you're welcome. Come on in the fucking chamber. We're going to cook you. It's the secret of history. It's the secret of masonry. It's the secret of genetics. It's the secret of world history, period. And it has to be discussed. It has to be discussed, because the theme that you are given is that an Arabian prophet received a revelation from a spook god, and he became the messenger to the rest of the whole world forever. That's the thing that you are given. That's some bullshit. That's the theme that you're given. That's some bullshit. You need to know way more about the leaders and rulers amongst the various indigenous tribes than you do anything about what happened across the Atlantic. But for the sake of the fact that we have ancestors that practiced this system and developed it, and it was a very, very effective methodology, we have to address it. So if you're on IG, go over to Aboriginal Global Media once I start these slides, because you're not going to be able to physically see what I'm showing you. You won't be able to see it. But I'm going to show these folk what is here. Yeah. Let me hurry up too. All right. So look. Let's go in. And see, one of the things that I recognize about history is that the people who disagree with you, for the most part, never come over to your side. What happens is You set a good parameter of information, publish or whatever institutions, and as they die off, their children catch the wave of the thing that is most prominent and most proven and most effective. So I'm not looking for many of y'all to be like, oh, yeah, Ali was right, and we're going, study the information and work it into our understanding. I already know how y'all feel, especially about a dark-skinned black man trying to teach you something. Now, if I was light-skinned with some wavy hair, then I might get some of y'all. But y'all still got the color complex. Don't tell me the I'll be sure shit died out. It did not. What happened is the dark skin aspect got popular for other reasons. But I ain't even going to go into colorism with you right now because, it's unnecessary. Let's see. All right, let me share this. Actually, let me go back to this one. Then I can. All right. Let me share this material. Video file. Nope. Slide. Nope. Share screen. There we go. All right. There we go. Let's go. All right. So there is no book on earth that gives you a better foundation on the history of religion than this book. It is a foundation to understand all of this stuff. I was talking to a brother the other day, and I was telling him, there's no such thing as Abrahamic faiths. There's no such thing. We use these terms because we are not diligent in our research. I like to sit up late at night for 4 or 5 hours and look at the meticulous, boring shit that nobody wants to read. A lot of the stuff is cap online where people can just say, some fancy stuff for some people who don't know anything. When you start getting into real literature, it bores most people. And that's cool. No problem. I'll read the boring stuff, and then I'll report it back to y'all. All right, so let me go to page 57. 58. There we go. There we go. There we go. Surah 9, started at ayat 97. Now, when you read translations of the Quran, they will take this verse that I'm showing, verse 97. All right, if you're on IG, I'll show you. I don't mind. Let's see if I can go to the page. I'll show you on IG. This is where I'm at in the book. Page 58. This is where I'm at right here. Take a screenshot of that on IG. Screenshot it. I'm going to leave it up for 5 seconds. Screenshot it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Look at what I'm looking at. I put the original here. So y'all, he don't know the Arabic. First of all, there's no such thing as a language called Arabic ever. Arabs never invented a language. We went over that, and we'll go and make that distinctive. But when they translate this first right here, all right, when they translate this, right, what do? All right, so this is the prefix al, all right, and then you have a broken plural, all right. So you have the alif with a broken plural, then you have the ain, and then you have the ra, alif, ba. But it's called a broken plural. A broken plural is when you are applying to something, a group. In this context, it's proper noun. All right. They will translate this to the desert dwellers. The desert dwellers are the strongest in disbelief, right? And hypocrisy, and most disposed not to be truly aware of the laws of what Allah has revealed to his messenger. They're most disposed, all right, to be true, to not be aware. How are you going to be the people of the prophet and you're not even aware of the prophet? Some of y'all know because he's amongst y'all. No, because he wasn't in Mecca. He wasn't in Medina. The geography is messed up, but we'll start here with the first term, the Arabs. The Arabs. The Arabs, not the desert dwellers. Don't try to fuck it up like that. And if you don't like cussing, the whole English language is a bastard language. So I might as well not even talk to you. I don't even know what curse words are. All the words are bastard language. Every word. High, low, shit. It's all bastard. It's a whole bastard language. So don't get up on me about that. All right. The Arabs, not the desert dwellers. The Arabs are the strongest. All right. They are the kafirs. They like to call other people kafir. Y'all the kafirs, according to the Quran. Now I'm going to make you throw the Quran away. The Quran got so much heat on you. So much heat. Y'all standing around like y'all are the prima donnas of religion. And before, during, and after, y'all have been nothing but a bunch of thieves and slave makers. The Arab people enslaved the indigenous people. I won't even call it Africa, Al-Kibalan, the indigenous people of Al-Kibalan, parts of Al-Kibalan, for over 1,000 years. There has never been any recorded history that we know of on earth since we've been recording history longer than what Arabs did to so-called black people. Never. Never. So for you to lock arms with them, to follow them, after you heard my voice, you are a certified coon. From the top coon to the bottom coon. You're a certified coon. Read this and weep. Read it and weep. The next time you pick up a hadith, read it and weep. The next time you go to make Umrah or Hajj, read it and weep. The next time you call Muhammad an Arab prophet, read it and weep. This is clear. The book tells you there are clear verses in there, allegorical verses. This is basic. This is 101. Y'all be in Quranic schools following African-American imams for 15, 20, 30 years, and y'all ain't even know this was in the book. Or if you did, you were a Mason and you had to shut up and not tell anybody. A Mason in the sense of the coon Mason. I'm not a Mason. Some brothers who are Masons, y'all like that. That's on y'all. I don't fuck with nothing that has to do with something started by white people. Nothing. That's on y'all. I'm not spooky about it or nothing. I'm not going to down the next man for what he do because I'm objective. But read it and weep. Let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. Look at it. They just keep talking about y'all. Now, let's keep going. Verse 101 is the same thing. So now let's go to who Muhammad was amongst. All right? And it says here, and the first of the first, or the foremost among the that should say muhajir. All right? And the Ansar. The Ansar. The Nasar. So when you read the Quran and you're reading about the Nasir and they translated to Christians, that's not no damn Christians. That's not no damn Christians. There is no mention of Christians in the Quran. First of all, the Quran is older than the Bible. Everything I'm telling you, I'll put $10,000 on the table next to y'all. You bring your scholar, I will roast and cook that nigga live in front of an audience online. I don't care. There is no word for Christian in Quran. There is no word for Jesus in the Quran. This is the layer of deception that you are feeding through, trying to vet history through these people who put these shields up. The Nasir or the Nasirines is the same word, Ansar. The Ansar were the people who live in the Hijra or the Hijr. Go back to the pre-Islamic languages, Nabatean, and show me where the Hijra is. It's in between the northeast part of Egypt and what we know of now as moving into the so-called Middle East. This is where they were geographically. So Muhajir and the Nasir or the Ansar. These were black, what we would call black Egyptians fighting against who? Who are they fighting against? You got to be a historian. They were fighting against Rome. The Roman Empire. And who were the Arabs? The Arabs were Roman vassals. Lakhmids, Ghassanids. Roman vassals. Boy, y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all don't know what's going on. So you had these black people coming out of Egypt fighting against these white Romans. And they are called white in the Quran, Zircon. Zircon does not mean blue-eyed, blear-eyed, Yusuf Ali, Muhammad Ali, blue-eyed. We know the words for eye and sight. Absar and Ayin. Absar and Ayin are eyes and sight. It's not even in the verse. But they're called Zircon, which means pale. And Mujramina, which means guilty. So this was a black versus white thing going on, an aboriginal, original man versus grafted man thing going on way back then. Same shit happening right now. Mask behind language and people who don't understand fucking history. You don't understand history. Oh, well, what about the Kaaba? What about the Kaaba? It is not Masjid al-Haram. Masjid al-Haram is not the Kaaba. Not in Mecca. How do we know? The first Quranic verses went up at Masjid al-Haram. And Masjid al-Haram is where? In Becca, which is a valley in Jerusalem. Go read history. Becca, which is mentioned in the Quran, is where Jerusalem is now. Your whole geography has been thrown off. Muhammad was not an Arab. Not. Everybody knew this back during that time period. All the contemporary scholars wrote about it. And then the scholars who came after it, Al-Jahiz, all of them said the same damn thing. And his family was jet black. So when the Abbasids came, Caliph al-Ma'mun, which is in this book as well, when Caliph al-Ma'mun, I'm gonna show it to you. I'm not gonna, no, I gotta show you. I got to show you. Look at this. Look at this. Now, this is new, of course, but this is mentioned in history before Islam, right? As being controlled by who? The Saracens. Ooh, bro, I'm about to kill y'all niggas. Listen, the Saracens, oh my, don't mention the Saracens in history, because now you got artwork. Now we can go to medieval We can go to the artwork and we can shut y'all. Saracens? The Saracens? Hold up. Hold up. I'm about to cook y'all. Y'all about to get cooked. Look at this. A French depiction. And look what they call the Saracens in French. Look at the word. What? Avec les morts. I gotta get Musa. Musa, I know you speak French. You can see this. Les morts. Les morts. The Moors. They called them Moors and Saracens. Those were two terms they were using. Outsiders. All right? So, what are you talking about? What is you talking about? Let me blow your top further. You see this shield right here? This blue and red shield? Isn't that a six-pointed star being carried by the Moors? All right, my bad. Y'all know I be getting a million text messages and to be everybody, different things going on. All right, so look, the six-pointed star, the Star of David. Shut the fuck up. What do you mean the Star of David? What are you talking about? In the sense of how you're talking about it. Oh, this is the Jewish star. The Jews have that flag as a conquering symbol. They are mocking you. They're mocking your black ass. All the blacks who were in Egyptian, North Africa, throughout, coming up through the Sudan, they're laughing at y'all. Because y'all don't know what that means. Just like you think the star and the crescent is a star. It's Venus and the moon. And it represents a calendar. Listen, y'all slow, y'all old, y'all outdated, y'all done. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Y'all can say whatever y'all want. Y'all done. Y'all done. Y'all been done. Y'all retarded. Y'all stupid. Y'all bowing down to a mystery God. You don't know what you're praying to. You giving zakat. You don't know who you're giving zakat to. You travel in the areas that the prophet never even held as the locations for things to happen. Look at what I'm showing you and look at the physical faces. Look at the turbans. Look who they're fighting. This is the most important book on the earth besides the Quran itself in respect to Islam, and I'll cook you on it. I'll cook you on it. I'm cooking you right now. I ain't even start playing with y'all about to go do some other business. I ain't even sitting down. This is impromptu. Did I announce it? No, I said, you know what? Let me go in here. I promised them I'll come up here and talk about this. Listen. Y'all ain't about to do that. 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 Look at this. Y'all ain't about to do that. See, I'm gonna go back to papyri. Look at the maps now. Look at the maps. This is who is mentioned in the papyrus that I'm about to mention. The Saracens, the Blemmies, these were all so-called Nubians. All right, look at the Saracens papyri. This is what white folks got right here. They got all your shit. They got all of it. They got all of it. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. 643. All right. Read it and weep. Read it and weep. This is the papyrus. That they were. Do you know where papyrus is made? Ain't no goddamn papyrus in no fucking Arabia, man. They was writing stuff on goat skin and other animals, and you had to be rich to have the animals to skin them to put stuff on them. The oldest Qurans are written on papyri. Where is papyri made? Where does it grow? It grows up and down the Nile Valley, bruh. I'm cooking y'all. Seriously. I ain't talking about y'all who watching me. I'm talking about these other folk. The papyrus plant. The process for making papyrus to write on. How did they even keep all of this stuff? Man, listen. If see, let me tell you why this is important. It's nothing worse that you could do than to waste your time. See, but you don't think you're wasting time because you think you're going to float off after you die into some paradise and eat grapes and wear silk and sit on raised couches. I got raised couches over here. I got silk upstairs. I got grapes in the refrigerator. What the fuck? I'm in heaven now. According to your book, I'm in heaven. I got grapes. I got raised couches. I got silk. I'm in heaven. What are you talking about? See, this is what happens when you read a book 2,000 years old, which has very valuable wisdom, but it's out of context for your time. So look, this is a papyri of the Byzantines, the Romans, complaining that the Saracens, the Blemmyes and Nobades, all who were in Al-Kebalan, Egypt, Nubia, etc., they're trying to come through the Hijra area, which is now called the Sinai Peninsula. That's why the only mountain mentioned in the Quran is Mount what? Sinai. He wasn't in no mount in Mecca meditating. He was in a place where you get initiated, bruh. This was a place in the Sinai that these groups had their classical schools even during the Roman Empire. And they stayed up in the mountains militarily so that the Roman soldiers could not come up through there and get them. This is politics. This is strategy, military, history. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody's goddamn belief system. Belief system. Belief? Nobody care about your belief system? You think people are going to argue about human beings' belief system? No, that's what you do after you enslave somebody. Because then you can let the slaves argue about the belief system because they don't know what existed before the belief system. Like, bruh. So they're getting robbed by the Blemmyes, Nobades, and Saracens. So let me go back. Let me show you where they are on the map so you don't get the geography fucked up. Look at this. Look at where the Blemmyes and Nobades, the Saracens are in Egypt, Upper Egypt. What's called the Thebaid. All right? The Thebaid was the district that they were in at the time, because you know the Romans, they're at war. All right, so you see this, you see it. Read it and weep, bro. Read it and weep. So they're talking about that. Let me keep going. I ain't even gonna go into the astrotheology because I break y'all brain open right now. All right, I ain't gonna do that to y'all. All right. I got a lot of sources in here, but I want to read. All right, so Abdel Malik says he was born during Ramadan. That's why I want to go to the Ramadan thing. All right, so I identify who Muhammad is not a name. Muhammad is a title. Matter of fact, if you want to get technical, it's a military title. And it doesn't mean one who is praised and praised much. So some of y'all might get mad at me because, oh, well, the messenger said it means praise and praise much. That's why we got to keep studying. You can't stop what the messenger gave you. You got to keep studying. He said, my executors will come after me. An executor is somebody who's executing something, but they make sure that if the person is physically dead, they got the instructions right. When you look at the earlier languages, Nabatean, Ge'ez, other languages, when you look at Hamd, Alhamdulillah. Ham means the earth, the land, the jurisdiction. A Muhammad was a leader who would claim the land, the indigenous jurisdiction. His name was Abd al-Malik. Literally. He was the first to write Quranic inscriptions. Literally. Literally. I'm giving y'all so much right now. I got all the inscriptions in here. All of them. I got all of them in here. You know how long it took me to do all this research? This is 437 pages, bro. All right. So this is the section on the blur-eyed. Y'all say that Elijah Muhammad is racist. He called the white man the devil. Prophet Muhammad called the white man the devil. Prophet Muhammad didn't fuck with pale people. Prophet Muhammad put it in his own text. We don't fuck with y'all, Zircon. And here it is right here. Here it is right here. And I took from Ibn al-Rumi so you could get a context of the time, so you can get the linguistic meaning of Zircon or Azrak. Azrak, Zircon. Azrak is the same root word, Zirk. Zirk is the term we're looking at, and Zirk means pale. And it was a term denoted for the Romans and the Arabs. And they're called al-mujrimin, which means they are guilty. They are savages. They are uncivilized. They are people who are beneath our civilized way of living. I'm showing this to you. I could say nothing to y'all and charge y'all $1,000 to open my fucking mouth. For the ungrateful people mentioning, I could do that. Leave y'all niggas completely Arab slaves for another 1,000 years. Because they have no plans of letting you out. All right, so let's go. Let's keep going. We already went through that. Let's keep going. I ain't going to astrotheology because I'm going to leave y'all on that. You know what I mean? Like, it gets wild. How much knowledge they have. Now, just in case you don't know, it is shirk, which means associating partners with the creator of the heavens and the earth to make sajda, to bow to any being besides Allah. It's shirk. So when you say La ilaha illallah, the shahada, right? That is the shahada, by the way. Muhammad Rasulullah is not the shahada. The shahada is in the Quran. La ilaha illallah. So, if it's shirk to bow to any being besides Allah, why are we allegorically given the instruction from Allah to bow to Black Adam? And this is not the first Adam. There are many Adams. Adam is just a word. It's a term used in this particular language group. Adam. Why are you told to make sajda to Adam? The kings of the earth, Malaikat. Y'all say angels. Ain't no goddamn angels in the Quran. When you say somebody's name is Malik, what are you saying? King. If you say somebody's name is Malika, queen. Malaikat, plural. Kings. The kings were made to bow to Black Adam. Look at what it says. Walakad kalakna al insana min sasalin min hama masnoon. And certainly we formed human beings from an illuminating black substance. Sasalin mahama masnoon. Mason. Masons. This is where you get the word Mason from. They stole it. This is why they study the Quran at these upper levels of masonry. Mason comes from the word mason, which means to create or to form a man. But they go to 33 degrees because they can't reach 360, which is a black man, an original man. They are a grafted man, so you can only be formed so far. And that 33 has very great significance. Sasaling Makhama. Hama is carbon, bruh. It's the illuminating substance. So once he gave him his ruach, Allah gave him his ruach, and he gave him Sasaling Makhama. Once he gave him his carbon, and he breathed into him. Now, come on. Ruach is oxygen. Oxygen is what? The catalyst of melanin in biology. Go study. Go study. Your melanin is inactivated when you have depleted oxygen levels circulating in your mitochondria and your tissues as the engine. So, You can only bow to a black man when he's healthy. Oxygen levels are up, which means his behavior is going to be a certain way. When you deplete yourself of oxygen and increase lactic acid, you create a savage. Why do you think you drink alcohol? Oxygen levels go down, turn into a savage. Smoking cigarettes, turn into a savage. Don't want to exercise, don't want to keep yourself healthy, turn into a savage. So y'all so goddamn spiritual, y'all don't understand that biology rules behavior. And they knew this 1,500 years ago. Y'all supposed to have iPhones and all this shit. Y'all don't know this. Y'all gonna have to wake up. Y'all gonna have to go back and look at Elijah Muhammad and say, damn, this nigga was the coldest motherfucker ever to live. Y'all gotta go back. And all these stories about Master Fard Muhammad, don't nobody know where Master Fard Muhammad was from. Everybody, oh, he's from Texas. Oh, we found him on the census. So you know how easy it is for somebody to fool y'all? I can have y'all thinking I'm somebody with 4 or 5 different IDs. Bro, y'all slow. Don't be that slow. All right, so y'all see that. I just wanted to show y'all that. And there's a fascination with black or green. Kidra, Kidra. Black and green. There was a fascination with that. These folks was on some heavy science. That's all I got to say. All right, let's keep going. So much in this book is ridiculous. I'm going to stop selling this book, and when I bring it back out, I'm going to sell it for $1,000. Because y'all, everybody who got it, who wanted it, y'all got it. I'm about to sell this shit for $8,000. You won't be able to touch this. This is an NFT. This is a whole NFT. And I ain't selling this shit. I'm gonna make y'all bid on it though. All right, let's go. Oh, let me give you this. All right, so there's a bishop amongst the Byzantines, and he's going amongst Jerusalem, and he stayed there for about 9 months in the city of Jerusalem. And he said this: he stayed for 9 months in the city of Jerusalem and used to go around all the holy places in daily visits. In that famous place where once stood the magnificent constructed temple, Hiram's temple, Hiram, Masjid al-Haram, Hiram. Shit is crazy. Near the eastern wall, the Saracens now frequent a rectangular house, which they have built in a crude manner, constructing it from raised planks and large beams over some remains and ruins. All right, and this was the Kaaba. This was Masjid al-Haram. This was it right here. Woo, y'all ain't gonna understand none of this stuff. Y'all ain't gonna understand it. Y'all ain't gonna understand it. Tawheed. Where does the word Tawheed come from? It comes from Tawahido, which is in Tigrinya, Eritrean, Ethiopian. The very words that y'all are using, y'all think they Arabic, they are not. There's no such thing as no goddamn Arabic. Once you have a scientist going through this language and this history, this is what they feared. This is what they fear. It's over now. It's too late. But they niggas gonna keep y'all slave ass niggas. They don't care about that. Y'all ain't gonna listen to me. But I'm gonna keep going anyway. Some of y'all will. Some of y'all have. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I gotta keep my eye out because I don't want to miss my appointment. Keep it out. Keep it out. Keep it out. All right, let's go. All right, so you see the Abbasids. Now, see what you don't know is the Abbasids made a council, and here's the lead scholar, Al-Fadl bin Sal, a prominent member of the Abbasid court, a vizier and lead scribe, assisted Harun al-Rashid's son, Caliph al-Ma'mun. The Barmakids would fill the scribal and chancery positions of Barmakids? Barmakids? These are, oh, they going way over east. Who are these people? Oh, got it. This is when they got together and made the Bible. It was the Abbasids who put the Bible together. There was no Bible. Woo! One day when I debate some real scholars on this shit, and this shit start to crumble, y'all gonna be amazed at how deceived the planet is. Not just with nutrition, not just with our Aboriginal, the whole fucking planet. All right, so let's keep going. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. I ain't even gonna start on the hadith, bro. I cook you on that. I ain't got time to do the hadith tonight. More Saracens. Sir Roland and the Saracens. Battle of Roncesvalles. Black versus white. You see it up close. Every time they painted the Saracens, they showed you who they were, man. Like, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. All right. What am I looking for? Oh, Ramadan. All right, so let's close on that point. Let's close on that point. Solar-based timing of prayer system. That's important. All right. In the Quran, Surah 18, verse 25, exposes their lunar calendar, the Arabs, which is a 354-day. This is Ghassanid Lakmiz. They had that 354-day lunar calendar. They didn't have our calendar. Our calendar was star time, solar time, and when we used the lunar calendar, we didn't use the lunar calendar that's being used now. We use what's called a manzil calendar. All right, a manzil calendar. All right. So in verse 25, they tell you, they're saying it right in the verse. All right, in Al-Kahf, verse 25, they're calculating, making a calculation of how long, allegorically, these people have been in the cave, and they say that it's 300 years based on the solar time, and with you would add 9. You, the other groups. So now, if you look at the context of now, they're interfacing with these people now and trying to show them, look, we got a different calendar than y'all. The 350-day for a lunar calendar ain't got nothing to do with Ramadan, ain't got nothing to do with calculating time. That's why in Surah Al-Najm, they're telling you to calculate based on the star Sirius. Any astronomer would to tell you today the most exact star or the most exact way of counting a year to the exact point, you would use the star system Sirius to do so. And it's in the Quran. It's in there. It's in there. This is the different prayers. Prayer was only 3 times a day. The Qibla is not what you thought it was. This is disgusting, bro. Oh, pray to the east. Pray to the east. Listen. The mihrabs. The mihrab is where the imam would tell you to face. None of the early mosques are facing to Mecca. In fact, they are facing the setting and rising sun of the winter solstice. And it's in the Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. This is the section where I'm going over this stuff about the early monuments. Like, it's crazy, bro. What they have done is despicable. Like, it is despicable. You got the whole solar calendar right here, tropical solar calendar. Surah 9, verse 36. The 4 sacred periods and the 12 periods. These are the 12 polarities and the solstices and the equinoxes. Arabs made up some dumbass story about what is forbidden during this time. Like, they made up so much shit, bro. It's ridiculous. But I'm speeding through this because I don't even want to lose you on this. I got the whole series cosmology in here. Its meaning. Why do they have Orion stuck there? I told y'all that. You had no person on earth to tell you that. If you did, come back and show me. Why do you have, in America, you have the same holding up and he's grabbing the head? That's Orion, the hunter. Why? It's showing you that they were masters of astronomy, because on the celestial equator, Orion is the 0 equatorial point. That's how you calculate. That's how you know the earth is. Anybody who does that knows the earth is a sphere. We got so much to undo. Y'all flat earthers is crazy. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. And they put it so deep. Look at Gemini, between Taurus and Gemini. Where is Orion in the sky between Taurus and Gemini? They got the twins and they got the bulls. I can't make this shit up, man. I can't make this up, bro. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Yeah, he gave you the 33 degrees right there. White House, Capitol Building, and the Washington Monument. That's Benjamin Banneker. All right, so he used a Manziel calendar to do that too. But I ain't going to do that. This shit is crazy. Everything around you got to take another look at now. Everything around you got to take another look. Everything. You can't take nothing for granted, bro. Nothing. When I say nothing, I mean nothing. I mean nothing. Oh, this is devil worship. Look at that star. That's Venus. That's the woman. What are you talking about? When they make the Baphomet symbol and they got this star going on, they're telling you they conquers your woman. That's all they're saying. That's all they're saying. They're saying nothing else. We conquered your woman. We conquered Venus. And the star and crescent actually comes from Mexico. God damn it. Not no Samaria. Not no Islam. Not, the star and crescent comes from Mexico, and the star is right there, and that's who she is. Ishel holding that rabbit. She's Venus in the crescent. Y'all ain't ready. 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 I can't even go to this Bible stuff because y'all gonna lose. Y'all gonna lose your mind if I do that. All this Virgin Mary stuff, all of that. It's just, we killed it. We killed it. We killed it. We proved the Bible is, and for you Bible thumpers, I just want to show you something. For you Bible thumpers, Flavius Josephus is a pseudographia. There's no Jew named Flavius Josephus that ever lived. I could show you in Arabic, what you call Arabic, a Flavius, who was working on the text without Caliph al-Ma'mun. But anyway, if you look right here, what I'm showing you is the works of Flavius Josephus and Paul in the Bible. All the stuff from Paul in the New Testament, all the New Testament stuff comes from the works of Flavius Josephus' books. I got it matched. 33 cities, people, circumstances. He was linked to the same thing. The whole Bible is the poison book. It ain't nothing but a damn forgery. A very, very good one, though. Very, very good one. It will hurt your feelings. It will hurt. Oh, there go my appointment. There go my appointment. I'm gonna lie. She probably like, why is he being so loud? Why is he being so loud? Don't come in with don't cut. What's going on? I'm gonna lie. I'm making a lot of noise. How are you? No, you okay? No, we're not. I'm cussing them out. I gotta do the second part of it. Let me shut this down. It wasn't no traffic out there, was it? Yes. It was still bad? All right, y'all. My appointment is here. I have to get off of this. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and do the rest of this because we got to go over the Ramadan stuff. But let's see. Do that. Yeah, I'll come off of that because that's too much data right there. All right, let me move this. All right, that's what y'all needed. Go study this. What happened? Oh. Y'all can go study this. That's enough information. I'll do the Ramadan one tomorrow. Matter of fact, I'll do it tomorrow morning so I can record it. But if I said something wrong, take notes on it and let me know. I don't think I did. I think that was clear.